Welcome to our chemistry practical session, and we are here to resolve the challenge within practical subjects, chemistry, physics, and biology. And today we are going to see on the qualitative analysis in case of ordinary level. What is qualitative analysis? Qualitative analysis means it's a systematic procedure of identifying the cation and the anion of the compound. This one is a systematic procedure of identifying the anion and the cation of the compound. When we say compound, there is various compounds. There is sodium chloride, copper sulfate, and ammonium chloride. That is the compound. But when we say anion and the cation, anion is negative with the metal with negative charge. We say non-metal, and the cation is metal with the positive charge. When we say sodium chloride, there is positive and this is negative and positive here. It means this is cation, and this one is anion. So, in order to define the compound which is you are being given is unknown, this one can be provided with this one. This is sample, but I don't know which is this one. Is it sodium chloride? Is it copper sulfate? Is it lead? Whatever. So in order to know this one or to identify this one, you're supposed to have a systematic procedure of qualitative or quantitative analysis. So after knowing the identification, the mean of qualitative analysis, and this one in O level performed by using guide sheet. There is a guide sheet prepared for this practical, and you use for identifying the various, the sample of the compound. So qualitative analysis is a systematic procedure performed in 3 sections. The first one, we have preliminary test. Preliminary test. That is one. The second is test in solution. Test in solution. And the third is confirmatory test. Confirmatory test. So those are systematic procedure. It means you test preliminary test, test in solution, and the confirmatory test. And within this one there is the sub procedure or systematic way to perform this one and this one until you reach confirmatory test. Let's go directly to preliminary test. Preliminary test is among the procedure and it contains the various procedure. The first one, it is appearance of salty sample. The second, there is action of it. Of sample. That is the second way or systematic procedure. The third one, there is solubility in water. That is the third among the preliminary testing procedure. There is action of using dilute hydrochloric acid. Then action of concentrated using concentrated sulfuric acid. Then at the end we are going to use flame test. Those are preliminary tests. And the preliminary test, by performing this one, we use solid sample. When we see appearance, means the appearance, how observed this one. Like this one, this is white. Then we look the color, texture, can touch it using gloves. That is the appearance. When say action of heat, it means we take sample, we put in test tube, then we heat, we see the changes or observation which can appear. Solubility, it means we take sample, we dissolve in water, then we see is going to dissolve or is soluble or insoluble. That is, we are going to note. Action of dilute hydrochloric acid, it means also we are going to take salty, put hydrochloric acid, then sulfuric acid, then flame test, we heat on a flame directly. That is preliminary test. The second one, there is testing in solution. You have seen the test in solution. Testing solution also combines the second procedure, testing in solution. There is using sodium hydroxide. Then there is using ammonia solution or ammonium hydroxide. That is testing solution. And the testing solution means we use, here we are going to use dissolve the sample. Preliminary test, we use solid sample. Here we are supposed to dissolve first, then we put sodium hydroxide solution, which is aqueous, and this is aqueous. That is testing solution. Then after testing solution, we are going to see confirmatory test. Confirmatory testing, that is the third. Confirmatory test. And here we are going to test for cation and the test for anion by the the reference of the preliminary testing solution. Then at the end, you are supposed to confirm the presence of cation and the anion. And after identifying this one, after confirm, we'll know which is this one. So that is the systematic procedure of qualitative analysis. After that one, let's see, we know which compound are going to study in O-level. Students should study. The student in O-level should study the following compounds. In case of cation, should study the copper 2, lead 2, should study zinc, should study iron 2, iron 3, and then there is calcium and the ammonium. That in the case of metal. But anion should study sulfate. So can it be sulfate? There is chlorine. There is carbonate. There is hydrogen carbonate. Then nitrate. That is anion. So the compound can be copper sulfate, lead sulfate, and so you take this, you add this one. There is many compounds. That is, the students of O-level should study that one. Here there is also sodium. That is metal. So after that one, by using systematic procedure, we'll use it, and then we'll be able to identify this one different sample. After that one, there is a report of qualitative analysis. How report of qualitative analysis should be recorded, and in which way the table is reported. Qualitative analysis report is it has 3 columns. The first column has the experiment. The second, there is observation. Then the third, you are going to see the inference. It means those procedure you're supposed to write it in one table by adding the row according to your procedure. You're going to add it at each step. But the aim is to identify the cation and the anion. Then experiment means you perform the procedure. You take sample, you perform by using reagents. You take a sample, you add hydrochloric acid, then you see observation. That is the procedure. Observation is that when you perform that experiment, you take sample, you add either ammonium hydroxide, or sodium hydroxide. What do you observe after making the mixture of that compound and the reagents? Then after observation, you see, then what you infer from the observation? What your conclusion after seeing the observation? So that is how you're going to record. But at the end, there is the questions. Can be they ask the questions. can be asked the question of sample can be sample X is, you're going to write the anion of sample X is, then you fill according to your confirmation. There is chemical formula of sample X, then you write. And there is many questions: chemical name, the properties of the sample or the compounds, and the uses of the compounds, and so whatever questions. By finishing this session, let's see, we look at type of questions in qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis appear in two formats of the questions. The first format is called the guided format of questions. There is unguided question, and there is guided question. When you say guided questions, unguided, it means you perform all systematic procedure from the preliminary testing solution, and the confirmatory test. And the format is appear in this. We are going to see for example, this one. This is the unguided questions. This one. It means you have been sample W or sample X. Then this is format of our question of unguided questions. It means you start one by one procedure from your guide sheet, not the otherwise. But guided, there is some procedure from the sheet are excluded. You can perform observation, action of heat, then we go another procedure instead of solubility. You can exclude the flame test. So those are questions. Then this is format of our questions. This one, we have some procedure here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But in our sheet there is many. So you can exclude the other procedure, then you perform another procedure. But on which way perform this one? It means you have, on your answering the examination, you'll have a sample, you'll be question paper, guide sheet, and the answer sheet. So it means the first note to your guide sheet, the first your eye is supposed to look the question paper, what you are going to perform. Then after seeing it means here is appearance of the sample, I'm going to look the observation of the sample. And then when I'm going to, after observation, I'm going to find the sheet to look according to this observation what to infer in order to write the inference. So it means from the question paper to the sample to the guide sheet, then you're going to see to look on your answer sheet or to write your answer. But it's different from unguided question. It means guided, you take the sample, you go to direct to the sheet to see observation. That is questions format of the qualitative analysis performed in secondary school. but not only O level and advanced level questions. I think for today we end here. After this session, you're going to meet in another session to see one by one appearance test solution in the confirmatory testing. Welcome again. Thank you for watching this channel, Skills Path Networks. You're supposed to subscribe, then you share this knowledge to other your fellow.